There is too much negativity associated with the NYSC scheme, and it's the first and loudest thing you probably hear. It isn't entirely true. NYSC is not a monster or a joy killer as it is always presented to be. Nursery, primary, and secondary school, all done and dusted. I even scaled through all the almighty shakara of JAM and successfully passed assignments, tests, presentations, projects, and exams of university. Finally, I had possession of my statement of results. Now, the big question is, what's next? I am Ude Confident Chinaza with my NYSC story. Preparing to serve. Most councils I got said NYSC was a terrible scheme and a waste of one solid year. However, they also said make sure you get posted to Lagos or Abuja, because those are the places where service is beautiful, and that actually became our prayer point. The journey started that fateful Sunday afternoon after church. After several days of anticipation, NYSC finally broke the silence. Call-up letter was released, and when I checked, I was posted to Kano State for my NYSC. The deed has been done, so next up was to go ask Google what Kano looked like. I quickly sought for insight to the entirety of Kano State. For me to be posted to Kano in the first place, I knew God was in it, so I didn't want to tamper with it. And coupled with the fact that I am an entrepreneur with the shoemaking skills that I plan to develop, I was glad at my findings about Kano, with pictures and video I saw about Kano orientation camp, and basically knowing that Kano was a land of commerce. I eventually accepted my fate to serve in Kano with the intention to give it my best, though still nervous. My experience at Kano orientation camp was super awesome, with so many stories to tell as well as lessons every phase of camp taught. They all prepared me for the uncertain year of relentless service to no other place but my fatherland.
Now, two ladies, too, man. So you never do all this your mouth. You never do.
As camp was coming to an end, so much mixed feelings clouded the minds of corps members as memories were already created and departure time was looming. Like every other day, it was time to leave and face the year yet unknown. Now, at the sound of posting letter, every single corps member trembles, holding on to the letter with so much anxiety and hope that I was posted to town. I eventually came across a local government named Ajingi, as I always called it then. Like always, I immediately resorted to Google to know my fate. And right now, with memories as fresh as ever, I can recall that for the very first 5 seconds, I froze at the sight of what I saw. But holding on to the fact that I trusted God to serve wherever He wanted me to serve, I eventually pulled myself together and made sure to locate other corps members going to same location. My heart sank when I got to the Corper's Lodge of Ajingi local government, and it didn't turn out as I expected. Though the corps members, especially the then Cielo, Frederick, Hamid, gave us a warm welcome and made us feel comfortable, but I was intentional about not feeling comfortable at all. My night was a very long one, and going to my PPA the next morning broke me down into smaller pieces. GSS Ajingi, a boys' government secondary school it was. Google didn't tell a lie at all. The management of GSS Ajingi didn't give us a chance to want to be rejected because they accepted us almost immediately and signed on our letters, and that was an automatic game over for us. So after all of that, I quickly returned home and shared my experience with my family and friends. A sad one it was. I actually wanted looking for a way out of that local government to found, but I still wanted God's will for me. So I eventually returned for clearance and started serving. And this is now the story of my service to my nation.